Getting rich is not about doing some certain things. It's about doing things in a certain way. Any idiot that does things in that certain way is sure to get rich. That was a quote by Wallace D. Wattles, the author of The Science of Getting Rich. Anybody can become rich, but what you need to do is define what rich means to you, and you need to start today. You must focus on few areas in your personal financial life where you can achieve big wins. Then you must set up an automated money system and start investing. And the best part of this is after the first setup, you'll be spending less than 90 minutes in a month on your personal finances. These are the simplified routes to riches according to the book I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sehti. And in this video, I will be sharing the top 5 takeaways from that book. Let's dive straight in. Takeaway number 1, what does rich mean to you? First and foremost, you must define what rich means to you, and you must be a conscious spender that prioritizes. It's 100% okay to spend lavishly on things that you love, so far you cut costs on other things. Don't be the, oh, my neighbor has just bought a new car, I think we should upgrade our own. Or, that suit that James wore to work today was very nice, I think I need to buy my own. Or, my work colleagues are going to Paris for Christmas, shouldn't I go too? It's all too easy to get lost and try to keep up with your friends. It can actually be a full-time job, but you need to remember that there's always a trade-off. Of course, you might be able to buy that wristwatch that cost 60 million, but you might have to say no to buying that new car. Take Mary as an example in the book. She spent $6,000 on designer shoes in a year on a take-home salary of $50,000. Do you think she has control over her personal finances, and is she on her way to early retirement? Of course she is, because she shares an apartment with her friend and she uses public transport. So she can afford to spend lavishly on things that she loves, which is shoes, and still be on her way to financial freedom. There is great power in saying no to things that we don't like and we don't need. But there is also a greater power in saying yes to things that we love. Takeaway number 2, beware the minutia. Benjamin Franklin famously said, don't put off what you can do today till tomorrow. Do you know the single most important thing to getting rich? It is starting early. Sure, for many people, the best time was 10 years ago, but the next best time is today. For example, here is something that you can actually do today. Simply open a USD denominated online savings account with good interest. All you simply need to do is Google high interest USD savings app, something like that. But it's at this point that a lot of skeptics and procrastinators stop and they start thinking to themselves, am I even sure this app is the one that has the highest rates? That is just an excuse not to get started, because more is lost from indecision than from mediocre decisions. Ramit Sehti teaches something he calls 85% solution. He says he would rather get it 85% right than do nothing at all, because you are aiming for 100% solution. Another excuse that many people have towards setting up that account today is to say, oh, I only have $100. So why do I need to take my time to set up an account that will only give me a few cents in a year? It is important to know that no amount is too small when you are forming great money habits. In fact, the best time to start is now when the stakes are low. An up-and-coming musician or a recently formed band should not decline small invitations because in their heads they hope to fill TBS or Madison Square Garden one day. They should view it as an opportunity to practice and get better. You don't expect to handle millions well if you cannot handle thousands. You don't have to get it perfectly right, but you must start at some point, and today is a great point to start. Takeaway number 3, swap your attention from micro to macro. Have you ever heard this advice before? Replace your toothpaste with salt. Cancel your TV subscription and save money. Share ride with other strangers so you can save money. Tap, tap, tap on your screen so you can get pennies in airdrop. If there's one thing I particularly like about this book that we are summarizing, it is the emphasis on macro instead of micro decisions. The examples I just listed earlier represent micro decisions. While you might think you are saving money by doing those activities, the truth is, that is not where the battle is won. We should focus our energy and attention on maybe 5 to 10 things that are truly important and we move the needle. Here are some of those activities. Number one, automating your money system. Number two, ensuring you have a great credit score. Number three, applying for special bank cards to get cashbacks and great rewards. By the way, please comment in the comment section if you know a bank card that you've used for a while that offers great reward and cashbacks whenever you use them. Number four, contributing more towards your pension plan. Number five, paying off your debts. Number six, cancel your recurring subscription and instead pay monthly. So let me give you a tip concerning that. Let's take Netflix for example. There might be a show you want to watch on Netflix. So instead of incurring monthly Netflix subscription, you can subscribe for 30 days and then cancel. That will allow you to watch your show. And you will not get surprised a month or 2 months down the line when you see another Netflix charge on your account. Number seven, focus on cutting costs in a few problems area. You know that area where you tell people, oh, I think I've spent enough, or I think I've spent too much on this particular thing. That is where you should cut costs from. Number eight, negotiating a salary raise. Number nine, renting a house that you can afford. Number 10, buying a car that you can afford. Instead of looking at just the cost of the car, consider the total cost of maintenance and everything related. And number 11, allocating your capital rights. We'll talk more on this in subsequent takeaway. Feel free to use this as a checklist. And if you can get 5 to 8 of these rights, you're on the right path. Takeaway number 4, set up your automatic money system. We as humans, we are weak most times. We get bored, unmotivated, discouraged, and these could have negative impacts on our investing and saving efforts. Therefore, we must set up an automated system that will save us from our worst self. This system will ensure that we stick to our long-term money plan by automatically allocating our money for us every month. Creating an automatic money system ensures that you do the work now and you reap the benefits for years and years to come. To set up an automated money system, all you need are the followings. Number one, a regular account. This can be savings, a current, or a salary account. This is where the money goes in first. Think about it as a distribution center. It is the account that feeds your other accounts through automated transfers and pending instructions. Number two, a USD denominated savings account. This is like your parking spots for short-term and mid-term goals. Think about your vacation, wedding, rent, you want to buy a car. These accounts automatically convert your Naira into USD and you also get good interest on the money. Number three, a retirement savings account. If you're a salary earner, you probably already have this, but if you are not a salary earner, you should open a micro retirement savings account with your preferred pension funds administrator. Number four, an investment account. You should consider low risk investments like USD mutual funds or little bit higher risk investments like investing in US stocks. Your automated money system must be based on a conscious money spending plan, which usually falls into 4 buckets: fixed expenses, savings, investments, and guilt-free spending. And here is a brief suggestion on the realistic percentage of your take-home pay that should fall into each of these buckets. Your fixed expenses should be about 50% to 60% of your take-home pay. Investments, 10%, savings, 5 to 10%, and guilt-free spending, about 20 to 35%. Just ensure that you don't go lower than 5% on the savings and 10% on the investment part, because these 2 buckets are what will form the backbone of your rich life. However, if you implement few of those big win action that we highlighted in takeaway 3, then you should be able to increase these percentages in no time. Automation is great because we get to live without the money. If you don't see the money, you can never get the urge to spend it. Takeaway number 5, the pyramid of investing options. Like we said earlier, the savings and investing bucket will form the backbone of your rich life. So let's ask, how do you invest the money in these buckets? Ramit Sehti presents 3 different ways to invest your money in these buckets. Number 1, pick your own stocks and bonds. Number 2, pick your own index funds and mutual funds. And number 3, invest in a target date fund. This is the pyramid of investment options. The higher up you are in the pyramid, the simpler the investing process is. So the author thinks that for 99% of people, level 2 and level 3 offers the best options. And this is the reason why he thinks so. 1, it is difficult for individual investors to beat the markets. And 2, the time spent trying to beat the market could actually be spent doing something else. For many people, he suggests using index funds and mutual funds because asset allocation and diversification can be done for you. The only thing you need to do is to have an automated money system in place. And that's it. No more complex Azu, and your money will experience the power of compound interest. It can also be used to target save for a particular thing. Now, let's do a quick recap. There are always trade-offs. You must decide what being rich means to you and be a conscious spender. Follow the 85% solution. It is better to get it 85% right than not to take action. Focus your energy and time on where you can get the big wins. Set up an automated money system to save you from your worst self. Investing in an index fund or a mutual fund is a great way to achieve great returns with little or no effort. I Will Teach You to Be Rich goes into a lot more details about the plans I just highlighted and how to practically implement these ideas. Finally, if you want to build up more good money habits, check out the other books relating to money that I've summarized in this playlist.